It was built by a team led by one man. My father. Everyone was warned.
2 minutes and 10 seconds of narration, and don't think I'll let it slide because you had a kid doing the narrating.
So you can go to your constituents
This meeting
and
is
your
adjourned.
cronies and
Sit
say,
down,
hey,
please.
look at me.
If the meeting is adjourned, why are you insisting he sits?
I'm wearing the same thing I always wear.
I'm willing to bet the standard uniform for female Secret Service agents does not include heels.
And the members of the Climate Council, they're aware.
Yes, and they've all agreed to keep the incident discreet.
Andy Garcia and Ed Harris, you know one of them has to be the baddie.
Simple. We shut down all Central Asian satellites until we know what went wrong.
If your belief really is that this was a malfunction, why shut down just the Central Asian satellites and not all of them?
We are set to transfer full authority for Dutch Boy to the international community in 2 weeks. I will not be the president that hands over damaged goods. Not now, not ever.
President Garcia makes a valid point. Deckham claims this would look bad politically, but handing over a system that is killing people would be much worse.
Look, I know you're not going to like it, but as I see it, there's only one person to go after for this. Your brother, Jake.
Since we find out that Deckham is the one behind all this, why would he suggest the one man that has the best chance at discovering the truth?
Come on, not Jake.
17 countries. 17 countries had teams working on Dutch Boy. They all reported to him. Nobody knows what's under the hood better than him.
They really are trying to drive home the point that 17 countries were involved in this, but we never seem to discover why. Yes, it was useful to mention it at the beginning, but why does it keep getting brought back up? Yes, I understand they would have had a difficulty telling the story without it, and that working in such an environment would be difficult. But from my understanding, the idea of creating artificial gravity requires the station to be spinning, much like this wheel here. But said gravity would only exist there.
Oi, Mahmood! I'm about to obliterate your top scorer here, pal.
Since this guy does turn out to be the bad guy on the station, how does he know what was found if he's been sitting here playing video games?
There's something wrong with Dutch Boy.
No, there isn't.
How could you know that? You've been away 3 years.
And then yesterday, an airlock just opened by itself. We lost one of our crew.
Dutch Boy's not my problem anymore.
That I am calling bullshit on.
Well, he never did say he doesn't care. He simply said it's not his problem. And since he was fired, he's right.
Well, then what are you doing living out here?
Deus Ex Machina rocket.
But that is how you get 17 countries to agree to build a space station.
See what I mean about the 17 countries? We never do find out what he was concerned by when he opened up the hatch of his car. Alright, so we have one of our characters fleeing a disaster in a smart car, and we'd like to have someone trying to get around him. Who should it be? How about someone in a Hummer? Perfect.
I want you to come back alive. And you're not exactly the reliable type.
He isn't? He's been up there 100 times and has obviously come back each and every time, so what track record are you basing this on? If you didn't have a good record of coming back alive, well, you wouldn't be having this conversation right now. The ship is presently upright, so Jake should be facing up, but this guy is somehow standing there from the side? I also wish I had seen Jake climb in and get to the seat, because obviously he could not have just walked in.
This is Mr. Jake Lawson.
You're Jake Lawson? The Jake Lawson?
Admittedly, I do enjoy a good disaster movie, and by good, I mean bad. And when I watch these movies, I expect a fair amount of bad acting. But when you have well-known actors like Butler, Garcia, and Harris, I expected better. I think 10 points off will cover the movie.
All right, quick question. Okay, active shooter, president, and I are both in the line of fire. Who do you say first? Me?
The president.
Come on, you could take a second just to think about that.
Sorry, baby. Job comes first. Same with you.
No, that's not true. No, I have priorities, and you are my priority.
Yes, but you didn't swear an oath to protect the president at all costs.
Exactly. And the only people that have the authority to block it are in the building you work in.
Wait, what do you mean?
They've built a system that can control the weather around the entire planet, have built a space station with artificial gravity, have created holoframes, yet somehow they've lost the ability for the screen of a phone to turn off when on a call.
What we call a Geostorm.
Title drop.
It looks like vanilla line disruption, bad server relay or trunk failure or something.
She keeps using the mkdir command as she's investigating, but this command is used to create new directories.
But this?
After removing the holoframe, the screen changes completely, but as he's walking away, it goes back to what was originally there.
I'll be reporting to you. You lied to me. Again.
You're surprised the person you'll report to is the one that's in charge of Dutch Boy?
Now, we gotta pull that information.
Considering we have done quite well with video conferencing in the real world, I don't see why, with the many accomplishments they've made, that they'd have a glitchy hologram for their conferences.
Oh, count on you. Remember the first time I had to bail you out?
Oh, God. Jeez. Jesus
Yeah, it was just 1 week.
This fabricated tension between them is becoming too much to deal with. Let's enhance.
Step across the gravity threshold.
Gravity threshold? None of this damages the suit.
Why didn't you tell them about the drive?
Because someone just tried to kill me.
I know my crew. I trust them.
You think you know them?
How do you know you can trust her?
This is Agent Wilson. Yes, I need an ambulance right now. DuPont Circle.
DuPont Circle? I'm sorry, but there is no way you'd be able to see a clear shot of the Capitol building from there.
Apologize. If you had any idea what I just walked away from, you gonna drag me up here just to apologize?
Well, like you just said, he has no idea what you just walked away from.
Oh my God.
Relax.
Relax? She's sitting here completely alone with earbuds. You don't think she'd be a bit jumpy when someone grabs her shoulder?
So 1999295.
Naturally, the video loaded using the exact software needed to automatically divide it up by word and attach a phone number cipher to it.
Well, then it must be important. And you know that it's bigger than you and me.
You and I.
Actually, he was correct. In this context, you and me is grammatically correct.
This isn't a Chromebook. You don't just put your finger on the power button. You need the kill codes. And the only one who has those is the president.
Out of the 17 countries involved in this project, the kill codes are only trusted to one person. These hailstones, boulders, are much too large to be affected by wind, so they should be falling straight down. It's not like they're meteors coming from space in a specific direction. They're falling from the clouds.
Please, we're gonna keep all the best bits.
Leave the best bits? You're setting off storms all over the globe, and according to this,
Once they pass the minimum threshold, the storms will start causing new storms, like a chain reaction.
they'll merge to form new storms. You're also destroying the one system capable of stopping it. So no, you won't be leaving just the best bits. Also, when we take a look at the map from the simulations, even the grand majority of the UK will be destroyed.
This president knows that despite how far we've come, there is much more work ahead.
Obligatory door swing to guide antagonist.
Paloma doesn't leave the building. Yes, sir.
Can the Secretary of State give such orders to the Secret Service?
Sure, kidnap the president. That sounds like the reasonable move.
Well, it's the only move we've got.
We go now. You get us a car. I'll get us a president.
Kidnapping the president seems more acceptable to her than hacking into the White House server.
Gunman spotted. Location Alpha.
She fires her gun in the air, but this cop doesn't notice. No one detains her. They knew Palma would be kidnapped, put into a cab, and would drive through this exit.
Having my brother and I lead the investigation was a setup from the start. Think about it. He hired us to fail.
But why? Why wouldn't he choose people he knows to be incapable of doing the job?
Just gotta take care of a little problem first.
Barrier.
No, we're fine here.
Wish my TV turned on instantly.
What the hell is Dutch Boy if not playing God?
Fair point.
Look after my little girl.
Obligatory look after my little girl line. Just after we see the clock with 2 minutes and 54 seconds, we see him finishing put on the suit, travels through the ship, has a short chat with Uta, and when we next see the timer, there's still 1 minute and 40 seconds left. There's no way he could have even managed to put on the suit in that short period of time.
And one.
Hero saves the day in just the nick of time.
Status rebooting. The net is back up. The virus is gone.
I still can't believe the solution to all of this was to simply turn it off and back on again.
Follow me. We gotta get to the satellite. We gotta get away as far as we can before the final detonation.
These satellites were also designed to be used as ships.
You can't undo the past.
More narration.